In our discussion group over the next few weeks, we're going to explore how we come to know and experience God in different ways. We've started to consider this already as we've thought about what it is we believe and about the way we think about different faiths and different groups or denominations within Christianity. Carl Jung, the eminent Swiss psychiatrist who also had a deep interest in spirituality, said this: "The shoe that fits one person pinches another. There is no recipe for living that suits all cases." And this very much applies to how we as individuals come to know and experience God. What helps one of us feel closer to God or to worship more freely may not be the same as that which helps or comforts someone else. All people are spiritual beings, but we don't express this spirituality in uniform ways. How we connect with God and express our ultimate concerns differs from person to person. Recent research has pinpointed 4 distinct yet overlapping avenues for knowing God, each one as legitimate and vital to spirituality as the other. These 4 ways of knowing God, or spiritual styles, can be thought of like this: the path of the intellect, the way of the emotions, the journey of mystery, and the road to justice. These preferences affect us in different ways, shaping the way we make sense of the world, what we value, how we live out our quest to transcend the here and now, and in how we live our relationships with others. All are equal in merit and clearly overlap with each other, but they all have their own distinct flavour. Today we will look at the first 2 of these, the path of intellect and the way of the emotions. The path of the intellect really refers to a word-centred approach to spirituality. It focuses on the importance of words, of using the right words in the right way. Clarity, precision, accuracy, and concreteness matter. When it comes to spiritual formation, how we grow and develop our relationship with God, word-centred individuals equate growth in faith with increases in knowledge. They know God when they know about God. Thus, they focus on helping people to have more knowledge about God. The ability to articulate beliefs with clarity is seen as evidence of a well-grounded faith, a faith that's shared through rational argument. The more we know about God, the more we can know God. Spoken and written words are central to the spiritual lives of word-centred people, for it is through these words that they learn about God and the world around them, and thus grow as spiritual persons. Often, people who lean more towards this style enjoy listening to thoughtful preaching. They like to participate in analytical Bible study and personal study. For word-centred individuals, the Bible is central to Christian faith. It is the word above all words. The second spiritual style that we'll look at today is called an emotion-centred approach to spirituality. This approach advocates feelings as the core of spirituality. For people who favour this style, having deep emotional experiences is what tends the garden of their soul, and they like to help others have similar experiences. This is in no way a lazy alternative to the more intellectual approach of word-centred spirituality. It involves the difficult and sometimes exhausting work of getting in touch with the inner self's deepest feelings. Whilst it's easy to assume that only warm, fuzzy emotions matter to this style, The type of emotion seems to matter less than the intensity of it. Deep sorrow, grief, fear, anxiety, and other emotions are just as valid as joy and happiness. One of the aims of this style is a personal renewal of the innermost being, a renewal that touches the core of one's deepest feelings. The performing arts are often seen as effective for evoking strong emotions and nurturing an emotion-centered spirituality. Those who prefer this style often say they sense God's presence through music, dance and drama, particularly when it offers them freedom to express what they feel in the moment, a spontaneous outpouring of their emotions. Often those who prefer a more emotion-centered approach to spirituality treasure close personal relationships, and Jesus can be perceived in relational terms as a divine friend or parent who knows the highs and lows of life and shares these with us. As we talk together, there are a few things to keep in mind. Understanding spiritual styles helps us understand ourselves and each other. Many people have one or two preferred styles that shape the landscape of their lives, and a healthy spirituality involves a degree of balance between every style. So a healthy, vibrant spiritual life is one that reflects a balance of each of the four styles of spirituality. Next week we'll explore in more detail the journey of mystery and the road to justice. But for now, let's enjoy sharing our own thoughts and experiences of the path of the intellect and the way of the emotions.